So here we have a property. It's got reasonable access. It's a bit of a long drive along this track out to the main tarmac road, but this track is in good condition all the way there, so you could probably get, without any problem with any vehicle, you could get to this property. Now this is the access just here, this gate just here, and it comes into the property here, and you can see the line of trees. It looks like that is the edge of the property, so it's quite big. Now as we come in, we have a very nicely built house here. A schist building, which definitely looks in very good condition from the outside. On the inside, it's obviously been used for sheep or goats, and that's very obvious inside. Again, nice window with actual glass in it. The roof looks in pretty good nick, to be honest. If you were going to be living in here, you would probably want to replace the beams, or at least most of them, but the tiles you could probably reuse. Obviously, a lot of work in here. Check out the indie project. They converted a barn similar to this and made it beautiful, so they can give you lots of ideas. Here is another building with a newer roof. It's got a sheet metal roof on it, and inside again it's got the new roof you can see there with new beams, and again the walls are in good nick. It's got a very nice large door, and that could be a very useful space as well if converted. Obviously, with any of these conversions, you would need to check with the camera what you're allowed to do, and obviously that's something that you can do anytime you need. So here's well number one, and I just heard a frog just leap in there, and it's got one of the old I've forgotten what they're called, aunties or something, to help you get the water out of that well. Okay, now on to some other buildings. So as well as those buildings that are in good nick, we also have another part of a building there that could be used as built up. The walls could be built up and that could be made into storage space. And then we have these buildings here that could be more storage space. Again, the walls are beautifully made, these nice pillars of granite. It's a granite region around here, so there's lots of granite to be found. Again, new beams and a new roof. These ones are older beams, but they're looking quite good nick, and for storage purposes this would be fine. Okay, then we come on to another building here. Which this one is locked, but I think you can get an idea of what sort of size it is. It's quite low. Again, probably used for storage. Could be used for storage. Okay, Now let's check out this area. Now I like this. So you can see the views all the way around are unspoilt. You cannot actually see any man-made places apart from obviously the wind turbines on the top of the hill over there and another kinta quite nearby. Now I'm not sure of the boundaries, but I presume it's this side of the track, which is just here, and it goes up to that edge there. And here we have some nicely maintained, very, very productive, I would think, olive trees. And there's good, maybe 10, no, probably 30, 40 olive trees here. And we can reach this boundary where there's another track on this boundary. And as we come down this boundary, you can look back upon the set of buildings there and the view over that side. And this is the olive grove, and this is quite special because here we have some very well looked after grapevines, and again quite a lot of them. They've been looked at and they need a prune now obviously, but they've been very well cared for a long time, and they're very old established ones, and I would think that the water on the land provides plenty for them to keep alive. And here's, on that note, another well with another one of the Noras. I think it's Noras, these mechanisms that help you get water out in a bucket, and using leverage it makes it very easy to lever the water out into that stone tank there. And I should think this even floods at certain points in the winter. So I'll just move my way through here and come down to this, and yes, it's getting quite boggy here. It's still obviously quite wet from the lots of rains that we've had. And I think I'll walk, I presume this is the border here, where that line of trees is, and I'll just come back onto the track, and it'll be a bit easier for me to walk along the track, along the border. This would be your neighbour's land just here, and then here is the property, and I'll walk along this border. Probably easiest to show it in this way. I'll walk along this border and the other edge, so you can get an idea of the space within it. It's got some nice oak trees surrounding it, which is nice. There are a variety of fruit trees as well, a few. And here we come to another sort of bigger access onto the land where these two tracks meet. One goes off that way and the other that way, and there's a nice big access way onto the property into the olive grove here. Right, I'll follow it along and give you an idea of this track. This track is pretty firm. It's got lots of stones in it. We're coming to the end of the winter after lots of rains, and it's still in good state. So it suggests that it can go through winters and not be washed away. It's used by quite, well, it is a used track. Not particularly well used, but the people who use it need it. So it will be kept up in good nick, I'm sure, all the time. Here's the back of those buildings. As you can see, they're beautifully made, in very good state, using some massive granite rocks and then the typical schist as well. And very traditional method around here. Now it could be, and I'll try and give you more information in the description about how far this go, but sometimes they do go across the other side of the track, so it might be that this area is part of it, the property as well. As I say, I'll put that in the description if it is. Now, here we come. This is where we started. Came into this entrance here, and I'll walk along the border so you can see the size of the property. More olive trees further on, and it's actually quite a big piece of land. I'll try and find the exact size of it and put that in the description. The views are fantastic. It gets great sunlight pretty much all day. You'll be able to see the sunrise and the sunset on this property. The sunset will be somewhere that way, and then the sunrise is in that direction. And as we come to the edge of this bit here, there's another access here, and you can see the edge of the property is this line of oak trees on the right hand side, and the property itself is on the left, with some more oak trees, a few fruit trees and some more olive trees in this area, with great views all around. Now, I've just seen this property on a walk that I'm on, and thought I'd like to share it because I know people are looking for properties in this area, so this might be of interest, and you might want to get in touch with the estate agent or come to the village and go to the bars and find out exactly who owns it and make your own offers or questions with the actual owners rather than rely on the estate agents. It's entirely up to you. You can email us at HaveHomesteadWillTravel, and we'll share the details of where this property is. It's in the Penamacor area, and we can share where it is and the estate agent's details if you want those, or otherwise it's a case of coming to Penamacor itself and doing your own investigations in the cafes here. I don't know who the owner is. So it's this area here. Nice property. Okay, thank you for watching. We're generally a homesteading channel and travel channel. So if you'd like to see our homestead videos or our travel videos, then please have a look at those. Check out our channel for those videos. We've also got art videos and foraging videos and all sorts of other things because we've got lots of interests. Anyway, thank you for watching, and maybe see you in the next video. I'll see if I can turn this round. Bye.